Hey, what's up? This is Martin. I'm gonna talk about a couple of the books that absolutely is gonna rock your world. Sounds like a good idea? Alright, let's go. So the first book up is The Way of the Superior Man by David Deida. It's a spiritual guide to mastering the challenges of women, work, and sexual desire. And David Deida is definitely a man of integrity and confidence. He does not waste time. He takes a topic, explains it in a simple terms, and then gives you examples from your own life. And when you're done, everything makes more sense of how you feel about your work and career, women, sex, all the way up to your mission in life. It's also a kind of like a practical guide of how to live your life in a way that you will never compromise on who you are. And David talks about these topics in a really entertaining way, so you will definitely not get bored. Next book up is The 4-Hour Body by Timothy Ferriss. It's an uncommon guide to rapid fat loss, incredible sex, and becoming a superhuman. And that's a big book. It's around 500 pages long. And like Timothy says in the introduction, is that this is not a book that you will read from cover to cover. It's more like an encyclopedia that you will have around the house. So whenever you have a question about anything, you just look it up. Just recently I had a question about long distance runs and how to recover from them, and it has it in here. And it's not only like theory. Timothy has actually been learning these concepts from the best athletes in the world. He has been experimenting with these, and generally he has won like kickboxing championship, he has world records in salsa, he's extremely good in business, so whatever he says, it's definitely good to listen to. This is the legendary one. It's called The Game by Neil Strauss. It talks about the society of men who decided to be really good with women. And I think every man should read it, because every man knows this feeling of seeing an incredible woman. She's so amazing that you're dying to get to know her and your brain fires up, but you have no idea of how to go and talk to her. And that's what this book is for. It explains a couple of ideas of how women like to be picked up. But it's still more like an entertaining book. So if you're more interested in all the how-tos and what exactly to say, then pick up The Rules of the Game. That's kind of like more like the how-to book. This book is called 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. And it talks about the theory that there's 5 different ways how people understand that they're being appreciated. So these 5 ways are words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. And why it is a good book to read is that you and your partner most likely have slightly different love languages, or slightly different ways that you understand that you are being appreciated. If you're anything like me, you feel appreciated when your girlfriend spends quality time with you and touches you in a certain way. But let's say your partner's love language is receiving gifts and the acts of service, then you better do something for her that is nice, or give her some kind of nice gift. Otherwise, she's gonna feel that she's not being appreciated, and you're gonna have problems. And we don't want that, do we? It's called 50 Shades of Grey. Were you waiting for this one? Probably not. So you're asking me like, it's a girl's novel, why the hell I should read it? And you're right, you shouldn't even read the whole book. Maybe just some of it, like for example starting from page 78. So you're still like, why the hell I should read something like this? Because it is a girl's novel, it's a fantasy novel, but all the women talk about it because they connect to what it's saying. So if you were to read it, you will actually notice what women notice about men, what they appreciate about men, and especially the small details that you would never have any idea that women actually notice. Alright, I'm done. I hope you found some of these books useful, and what else can I say? Have fun being a man.